Welcome back to Granblue Fantasy Versus. It's been a little bit for me, a couple weeks, but here we are. I think today we're going to try and get further in the story and maybe finish up the story chapters that are available, and then I don't know. And then we'll pick off everyone's little side story elements. So we are 40, the absolute. Right, I remember doing that. Beckoning Shadows, 46. Right. No, did we? Yeah, okay, 46.
You mean to tell me Belial showed himself to you?
Yep, back in Albion. There he was, out of the blue. Could hardly believe it myself. There's no telling what kind of mischief he's cooking up. But I'd bet a fat purse of rupees that it's going to give us all heartburn.
Guys, didn't Belial's core get crushed back in Pandemonium?
Must have had some kind of trick up his sleeve. No telling with that snake. That's why Arne and I, we decided it would be best to call the other Eternals.
Good plan. If only we knew where the rest of your playmates were.
Oh, they're just gonna... okay.
Astute as always. We may not be the closest bunch in the skies, but it is unusual for everyone to fall this far off the radar. On's out there searching for the gang as we speak. But something about this situation smells fishy. And that's why I came to check in with your crew. Had to make sure things were still ship-shape on your end.
This certainly feels like deja vu. I reckon the world's done flipped upside down.
We also thought to summon our associates, but we ran into the same problem. No one was to be found.
It all goes back to this Belial fella, don't it? Gosh, my goosebumps are getting goosebumps.
Oh, it feels as if we're racing toward disaster, with no way of slowing down.
Belial's original goal was Beelzebub's liberation. Well, that damn angel broke my seal and regained his power. So other than pissing me off, what's his new aim?
Call it a handsome sword stud's intuition, but it feels like Beelzebub was the muscle, while Belial was the mastermind. It's likely our angel friend knew everything from the start. He's at least had a clear view of this whole mess of a chessboard.
Ugh, so Belial's the real target. But he's continuing to operate from the shadows. Does that mean his plan is still in its infancy?
Could be. Knowing him, though, he might just be getting his rocks off by causing a little more disorder.
It's not a simple game to him, and it's not a simple coincidence he decided to show himself either. Even in Pandemonium, when his actions seemed wild and unpredictable, it was clear he was working toward a greater plan.
We can't let Belial get away with whatever he's doing. Besides, he may be easier to catch than Beelzebub. But we have zero leads on him.
Okay, it does seem like everyone's side stories finished up right before chapter 46. So, So you got Zooey stuff, we've got... So let's do one more piece of main story content. Yeah. Yep.
This is where they fought. But Belial hasn't been seen since he escaped on.
Let us hope we can find some physical indication of his whereabouts or motives, as interviews with the locals were fruitless. No one seems to have witnessed anything.
I expected as much. Never have we dealt with a more cunning foe. We should check the other islands he's visited. Perhaps they'll provide us with more leads.
Seriously? A pretty boy dressed in black? Can't we search for a sexy beach bunny instead?
Soris, you take this mission seriously right now, mister. If we don't find him soon, there won't be anyone left to wear swimsuits. And after Auguste finally returned to the relaxing vacation spot it was meant to be, do you want these shores to be empty again?
Fine, fine. Made your point. Anyway, you'd think a black getup would stick out in this bright sunlight, but nobody's seen a thing.
There's no trace of him.
Nor the Exia, thankfully. Fairy and I had quite the encounter with those pests. Well, shall we conclude that Belial has no traps to spring on us here?
That's a safe call, which leaves us with only one more location to investigate.
Pandemonium. He's been drawn to it like a moth to the flame, time and time again.
My suspicions were correct. This place is a nothing-filled void, after all. Then my existence within this featureless dimension is a contradiction. Proof that there are indeed contours amongst the emptiness. If one possesses form, then one must face the loss of it. Indeed, there is no escape from finality. Another trifling obstacle which I shall overcome. For I command dominion over all creation.
Calm down, Bubs. You don't want to climax too soon, do you? At least relish the moment.
Serpent, how dare you show your miserable countenance to me? I was too rash, piercing only your core. This time, I shall incinerate every fiber of your being.
Finally, a little bit of passion from you. But are you sure you want to tango with me? After all, look at what I've got. The verses. And we've become quite intimate lately. So come at me all you want, Bubs. I'll finish you in the most satisfying of ways. Perfect. I love my men silent. You know, despite our rocky road, I've got a lot to thank you for. And I don't want to kill you over a lover's spat.
Do not spin me into one of your schemes. No matter the twisted plans you unfurl, I act only for my own ends.
I wouldn't have you any other way. I've come to you with a chance to fulfill both of our desires. And this time, there's no fine print. You'll thank me once you're back in your rebooted world, tailor-made to your liking.
My desired world, is it? Do not play with your food, Serpent, lest you choke. Did you believe I wouldn't notice that this void is beyond the reach of the Primarchs?
Wow. Sharp as a tack. I'm actually impressed.
Huh. It's not here. Okay, that's a good stopping point because we're gonna... Crazy stuff's about to happen. Ruptures. And it says raid battle, which we'll probably handle at some point, but first I think we should, before 48, 49, and 50, which are probably all fights, we should handle some of the outlying character stuff. No, we can do these separate. Let's see, what else do we have? You know, I did play with Arne last time. Let's try this, a boss fight with him. Alright, customize? Okay, what's recommended? Light? Light. Let's see what Arne was up to right before.
Huh. Rain. Shall we take this chat into a nearby cafe?
Ah, actually, we were just in one, discussing how to find you. But now that you've appeared, would you care to tell us what happened in Pandemonium and what you've done to our realm?
Haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but I'm getting all wet. And I do love a piping hot cup of joe. So why don't we?
Are you gonna spend all day dodging our questions? We may not have Imperial authority like those soldiers back there, but we'll still take you into custody if we need to.
Tie me up. For what crime? Fancy yourselves part of the enforcers now?
He's got no weaknesses. Never seen anything like it. Regular primals have nothing on him.
It won't do if we both fall now. Escape and summon the rest of the Eternals. I'll keep him preoccupied for as long as I can.
Gotcha. I'll leave you to it then.
You know I can hear you, right? You're planning to gather all 10 of your friends and gang up on me. And while I wouldn't normally mind 10 on one, your plan does sound a little cowardly, especially for a crew touted as the terror of the skies.
Think of it as insurance. Victory is crucial when the stakes are this high. But first, you shall face the strongest spearmen these skies have ever seen. And I don't intend to die here.
Huh. Have it your way. Eternals. If you can blow one away, you can blow them all away, right? An Eternal in the flesh. I've always dreamed about meeting you. It's time to live out my fantasies.
Your words are useless. They won't affect me. The time has come. I shall leave you broken.
The final chapter.
Quest failed.
I've always dreamed about it. It's time to live out my fantasies.
Your words are useless. They won't affect me. The time has come. I shall leave you broken.
Feeling good? Clean. You can't run from me down again. Starting
The tides recede. Now. Right.
Quite enough.
Let's open you up.
Together now!
You're good.
The final chapters of and so our creator will perish!
We face on, eternal spearmaster. Prepare yourself.
You're getting on my nerves.
We face on, eternal spearmaster. Prepare yourself. Finish.
Almost passed out.
Quest clear.
I'd hate to be underestimated.
You aren't close yet. Neither am I. Stalemates are such a turn-off. Not to mention, this downpour is awful. Any other day and I'd have worked harder for the title Conqueror of the Eternals. But I'll take a rain check for now.
I'm afraid you're not going anywhere.
Damn, you're persistent. If I come clean about Pandemonium, will you let me leave in peace?
That depends on what you have to say. I was fully prepared to skewer him if he attempted to deceive me. But I don't detect even a hint of a lie. So, this is a new world. Quite hard to wrap my head around that, I admit. This wretch must still be hiding something. I can't permit him to escape.
Wow. You really just stood there and listened to me? Feels nice to be trusted, but you just made a big mistake.
Speak plainly.
While we were sharing a romp down memory lane, you lost focus of your surroundings. Where are the singularities? Sure, they saved the world once, but will they get lucky again? With how warped this dimension's become, who's to say if even the Eternals are safe? And perhaps the seeds for greater terror have already been planted. Right behind you.
Always one step ahead. I'm still unsure if I should trust that serpent's tongue. But Pandemonium and the Crimson Horizon, that was no more than a collision of two fronts before the storm. The tempest itself is still brewing, and I suspect there isn't a soul in these skies that can predict how deadly its winds will be.
I'm done toying with you, Singularity. I will taste your death here and now.
He's not gotten any weaker, that's for sure.
No worries. You've got the world's most adorable super genius alchemist on your side. Stand back, Gran. I've readied the barrier. All that's left now is to deploy it.
Don't take him lightly, Cagliostro.
Did you forget who I am? I don't waste my energy on futile efforts. Now take your leave, Captain. Long time no see. Been enjoying your bit of freedom, have you?
The mouthy little moth. I have not forgotten that wretched face.
You remember little old me? Have I gained a fan?
I merely acknowledge your worth. A shame, then, that you will soon taste death.
I bet you say that to all of the 1,000-year-old alchemists. Well, do your worst. Step
Request cleared.
It's not over. I'm not through.
Wrong, bucko. This is the end of the line for you. You might as well give up already. The barrier's complete by now. I finished it in the middle of our fight.
What? How? You worm. You maggot!
Why don't you take 100 years? Hell, why not 1,000? Figure it out yourself. But don't worry, if that's not enough time for your feeble brain to... Huh? What's this? You've got to be shitting me. There were 0 flaws in my spell. What in the skies could have happened?
Cagliostro! Is everything okay?
Sorry. I've been had. That bastard had another trick up his sleeve. But it's evident he's exhausted his reserves. If we're gonna beat him for good, it's now or never.
Right. Got it. We'll take over from here.
Roger that, Captain. Be careful, okay?
This is pathetic. Hopefully you can solve what I couldn't, Gran.
Oof, that was a close call. Glad Bubs pulled out when he did. She almost had him bursting. This alchemy business, maybe I should pay it some more attention. Then again, she was only able to strip Bubs and his little Exiopets. If I could just drench him in my blood, the bit that was corrupted by chaos matter when he ran me through, then the residual darkness should activate and reset us back to 0. Just as I planned. But does Bubs even deserve it? After hiding such a delectable toy from me? Maybe after he and the Singularity have utterly destroyed each other. Then I'll have a chance to play with it myself. Ah, desire tastes sweeter during the final hour.
Interesting. Alright. So we are on the final 3 chapters and we've cleared out Cagliostro and Arne's stories. So next time I think I want to take care of the society pals, Zeta and Vasaraga. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. And maybe one other character if I have the time. But yeah, I'm gonna hold my tickets, I think. And unlike the other times where I pull, I'm just gonna call it for today. So thanks for joining me for more Granblue Fantasy Versus RPG mode. Hard, whatever it is. And then I believe I heard Vera's content was after that, so we'll see. But yep,